బ్రో స్క్రీన్ ఎలా వస్తుంది అంతే స్క్రీన్ అవసరం లేదా
స్క్రీన్ అసలు స్క్రీన్ మనోడు పెడతాడు అదే ప్రతి టీము వాళ్ళ ప్లేయర్స్ ఓనర్స్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేస్తారు నెక్స్ట్ ఇయర్.
You will be there. Or you come here. Stand. ఇక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చా నేను ఇలా తీస్తారా
వాళ్ళకి ఆపోజిట్లో
లాస్ట్లో అందరి టీమ్స్కి
Alright, good evening gentlemen. I would request everyone to please be seated so that we can start the auction. I guess everyone is comfortable in English. I can proceed, right? Alright, good. So, very good evening. This is the first auction which we are doing from the SportsTribe, and I see that in the app itself, the people are very excited about it. And so do we, and so do the owners. We'll quickly go ahead and check the owners of the specific team. I just want you guys to just check this, and then we'll proceed about it. We have few bullet points which we want to tell you so that you guys doesn't deviate from the bar or the rules which we have set up. So we'll quickly look at the first team. We have Graph and Gladiators, which is owned by Vinay and S. Ravi. Can we have a clap for them? Vinay and S. Ravi, just check with this because your 1,000 and another 1,000 points will be deducted. So you will have 98,000 virtual points to bid for the other place. I hope this is clear for you. Alright, we'll move on to the next set of owners, which is Mahalakshmi Group. The owners are Vamsi Yanigala and Rajiv Anipu. Can they have a clap for them? Alright, so Vamsi and Rajiv, I would request you guys to look at your 1,000 points which has already been allocated in the system. So for your team, you will have 98,000 as the rest of the team would have. Yeah, cool. We'll move on to the next team, which is SRD Royals. The owners of SRD Royals are CS Sandeep Kumar and Pavan Kotrudi. Can we have a clap for them? Okay, so Sandeep and Pavan, we have 1,000 points. We have deducted each from your names, where you can have 98,000 virtual points, same as the rest of the team does. Alright, quickly moving on to the fourth team, we have Royal Challengers Vizag, Bhargav Virat and Uma Maheshwar Rao. Alright, there we have them. So Virat and Bhargav and Uma, we have 1,000 points. We have already deducted for you, so that you can bid for 98,000 points. We'll look at the last team, but not the least. It is Power Stars, owned by Harsha and Narasimha Murthy. Okay, Okay, since we have already introduced all of our owners and the team names, we'll quickly move on to the few important points which we wanted to have in here. Those are like, I would request you guys to strategize your wicket keepers and bowlers, because these two components of a playing level is really important. As we know that the wicket keepers are less with the bidding slot, and the bowlers are also less. You guys have to strategize in a way that you fill your 11 with a player, wicketkeeper or a bowler. Yeah. But in case of batsmen, we do have enough of batsmen, so you can just strategically, like you can plan your bids accordingly. Apart from that, 1,000 points would start from the player. Like if I open a one player slot, he will start from the 1,000, and that's where the base price will increase. The base price is 1,000. The other thing which I wanted to tell you is, if a player gets to a 10,000 points, from there we will not have any 500 bits. We will have 1,000 bits directly. Okay, are you all ready? Can we start the bid? Okay. So I have 3 slots where 25, 25 and 25 players have we have got in. We will take the first name, or we will have the first player here. Can we open the first player, please? Okay, so we have a number 1 all-rounder category, Hemant Anchala. Any bid for it? Player number 1.
There is one.
It's 1. It should be 1. Yeah. Hemant Anchala. Any bids for Hemant Anchala? You can start with 1,000 as a base. Okay, we have from Royals Power Stars as a 1,000. Okay, 1,500 from SRD Royals. Okay, 2,000. That goes to Power Star again. Any bid? 2,000 on account of 1. 2,000 on account of 2. Alright, we have Royal Challengers Bangalore coming in. 2,500 there. Okay, 3,000 again going to Power Stars on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3 sold to Power Stars. Hemant. 3,000.
3,000 to cost.
Power Stars. Hemant Anchala. We'll look at the second player. Okay, we have number 9, bowler Vamsi Mohan Manya. The bid starts at 1,000 at the base price. The number is 9. Vamsi Mohan. Any bid for Vamsi Mohan here? Any bid for Vamsi Mohan here? Base price. Okay, so we have Royal Challengers Vizag pitching in for Mohan for a base price of 1,000. On account of 1 with Royal Challengers Vizag. On account of 2. On account of 3 sold. Sold to Royal Challengers Vizag, 1,000 points with the base point. Yeah.
Next player.
Okay, can we have the next player, please? Okay, we have the next set of player, wicket keeper category. Name Palla Varun Kumar. The number is 43. Number 43, Palla Varun Kumar, wicket keeper category. Any bids for Varun Kumar, wicket keeper? Any bids for Varun Kumar as a wicket keeper? 1. On account of 2. On account of 3. It gets wicket keeper is unsold. Can you pass this player, please?
Unsold only. Back to it.
Alright, going on to the 4th player. Serial number 32. It's for Chandrasekhar. Category is all-rounder. Can we have the base price for an all-rounder Chandrasekhar? Any bids for Chandrasekhar here? Any bids? Alright. 3 of the teams haven't opened their account. You want to fill one player here? For Chandrasekhar? Okay. So count of 3, 2, 1. This player is unsold now. Thanks. Okay, serial number 36 for the next set of play. The category is all-rounder. Name is Sridhar Poludasu. Do we have any bid for Sridhar? Do we have any bids for Sridhar? Okay. Any bids for Sridhar? Anyone want to open their account? Okay, we have from Power Stars for 1000 points for Sridhar. I'll just take that as a count 1, count 2 and count 3 sold for Power Star. Okay, quickly moving on to the next player. Number is 72, it's a batsman, and Nagireddy Rajesh. 72, batsman category. Player name is Rajesh Nagireddy. Any bid for Rajesh Nagireddy? Any bid for Rajesh Nagireddy? Okay, we have from Royal Challengers Vizag for a base point of 1000. Bhargav? 1000. Okay, cool. Any more bids for this batsman? Okay, on count of 3, 2, 1, sold to Royal Challengers Vizag. 72. Sold to Royal Challengers Vizag.
1000 points.
Yes. Cool. Number is 4040. Karukota Ravi Chandra, all-rounder category. The base price would be 1000 again. Anyone up for Ravi Chandra? Okay, we have a bid for Ravi Chandra of 1000 points from Mahalakshmi Groups. And Mahalakshmi Groups has a bid of 1000 on a count of 1. Okay, we have 1500 from Power Stars. 1500 from Power Star. Do we have any more bids for this all-rounder? Is the left all-rounder? Left hand all-rounder. Alright, we have 2000 from Mahalakshmi Groups again. Okay, 2500 from Power Stars again. 2500 on a count of 1. On a count of 2. Okay, we have 3000 a bid from Mahalakshmi Group. 3500 from Power Stars. 3500 from Power Stars. On a count of 1, on a count of 2, alright, we have 4000 from Mahalakshmi Group. 4000 for Ravi Chandra, okay, 4500 from Power Stars again. Coming back to Power, okay, we have 5000 from Mahalakshmi Group. 5000 on a count of, alright, 5500. 5500 for Power Stars as of now, Ravi is on board. We have 6000 here. Attack and then 6500 there from the Power Stars again. 6500 on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Alright, we have 7000 from Mahalakshmi Groups. 7500 again from Power Stars. 7500 on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Alright, we have 8000 Mahalakshmi Groups. 8500 again going back to Power Stars. 8500. 8500 for Ravi Chandra on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3 sold to Power Star.
8500.
Yes, 8500.
Power Stars.
Yes. Okay, we'll move on to the next set of players. All-rounder category. Number is 23. It's Gopinath Tora Ganji. Do we have any bids for Gopinath? Okay, we'll start with SRT Royals. 1500 with Gladiators.
5000.
Okay, 5000 with Power Stars now. 5500 here from Royals. 5500. 6500. 6500 with Gladiators now. 7000. 8000 with Power Stars. 8500 Gladiators. 8500, 9000 from Royal Challengers Vizag. Okay, Power Stars is leading 10,000 now. 10,000 on account of 1. Okay, we have 10,000, 11,000, 11,500 with Gladiators now. Bhargav, you want to remain like this? Okay, 11,500 with RCV, Royal Challengers.
RCV?
Yeah, V, RCV. True. 12,000 from Mahalakshmi Group for Gopinath. 12,500. 12,500 with gladiators now for Gopinath. 12,500 on account of 1. 13,000. 13,500. 13,500. 14,000. 14,500. 15,000. 50,000 currently with Royals. 50,500 with Mahalakshmi Group. 50,000. 60,000 from Royal Challengers Vizag. 16. 16 on account of 1. Okay, 16.5 we have Mahalakshmi Groups again. 16.5 on account of 1. On account of 2. On account of, alright. 70,000, 70,500 there with Power Stars again. 17.5 for Gopinath on account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, we have 18 from Mahalakshmi Group. 18,000 for Gopinath on account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, 18,500 and then 18,000 is with Gladiators. 18,500, 19,000 again. Harvard coming in the picture with RCB. 19,500 is the current bid for Gopinath. It's with RCB, Royal Challengers Vizag. On account of 1, on account of 2. Okay, we have 20,000 coming back to Gladiators again. 20,000 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, sold. 20,000? Yes. So Gopinath got sold for 20,000 to Gladiators. Looking at the next set of players. Okay, wicketkeeper Vikram Verma, number is 12. Any bid for wicketkeeper? Number 12. Vikram Verma, wicketkeeper category. Any bids for Vikram? Any bids for him? Okay, on account of 3, 2, 1, this wicketkeeper is unsold. Okay, we'll quickly move on to the next set of players. Category is all-rounder, number is 28. Name is Hemant Murli Krishna. 28. 28. 28. Hemant Murli Krishna. All-rounder category. Do we have any base price for Hemant? Do you have any base price for him? I guess SRT Royals are yet to open their account with the players. Okay, on account of 3, 2, 1, this player is unsold. Okay, we have next set of players. Pradeep Vandabarti, batsman, number 2. The serial number is 2. Do we have any bids for Pradeep Vandabarti? Pradeep Vandabarti on account of 3, 2, 1, unsold. Okay, next we have number 30, Rajshekhar Bhairi. It's an all-rounder category. Do we have any? Okay. So we have Rajshekhar Bhairi going to SRB Royals for now for 10,000. Do we have any counter bid? 10,000 for, okay, 10,500, 11, 11,500. It's with Mahalakshmi Group now. 11,500, 12. 12,000 with 12,000 with Gladiators now. 15,000 with SRD Royals again for Rajshekhar Bhairi. 15,000 on account of 1. Alright, we have 15,500 from Gladiators. 15,500 on account of 1. On account of 2. On a, or 60,000 with SRD Royals again. SRD Royals currently having number 30. Okay, 16,500 with Gladiators. Alright, 17. Royal Challengers Vizag is coming in the picture now with 17,000 on account of 1. On account of 2. 75 we have from SRD Royals. 75 on account of 1. Alright, 18 from Gladiators again. 18,000 on account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, 18,500, 19,000. I'll take that. 19,000. Okay. 19,000 from RCB, which is Royal Challenge Vizag. On account of 1. On account of. Okay, 19,500 with SRT Royals here again. 19,500 on account of 1. On account of 2. Okay, I'll take that 20,000 and then 20,500. Now you guys can raise the denomination with 1,000, not 500. We will not be counting 500. So it's with 20,500 now with gladiators for Rajashekar Bari. Do we have any counter attacks for him? Alright, 21,500. I'll take 1,000 as the denomination here. Good. 21,500 for Bari. For Rajashekar Bari. 21,500. It's with SRT Royals now on account of 1. Okay, 22,000. It's with RCB now. 22,000 on account of 1. Sorry, 22,500. 23,500. 23,500 with SRT Royals back to SRT Royals, who started the bid from the 10,000 straight. 23,500 for, okay, we have, shall I take that? Yeah. Okay, Mahalakshmi Group comes back to the picture of 24,500 for Rajashekar Bari. 24,500 on account of 1. On account of, okay, we have 25,500 again from SRT Royals. 25,500 now with SRT Royals for Rajashekar on account of 1. Okay, we have 26,500 from Royal Challengers Vizag. 26,500 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3 sold. It's sold to Royal Challengers Vizag for 26,500. No, take it, yeah. This is your print. We'll quickly look at to the next set of players. Okay, we have a Dr. Anil, all-rounder, number 7 is the number. Any bids for Dr. Anil? Any bids for, okay, we have 1,000 from SRT Royals as a base point. Anyone up for Dr. Anil? Okay, we have 1,500 from RCB. Okay, again 2,000, 2,500, I'll take that Gladiators. 2,500 from Gladiators again. For Dr. Anil, 2,500 on account of 1. Okay, we have 3,000 from SRT Royals again. 3,500 from RCB again. 3,500, it's with RCB now on account of 1, on account of 2. Okay, we have 4,000, 4,500, I'll take that winner. Yeah, 4,500 with Gladiators now for Dr. Anil. Okay, we have 5,000 RCB coming back in the picture. With 5,000 on account of 1, on account of 5,500 with SRT Royals again. 5,500 with SRT Royals on account of 1, on account of 2. Alright, I'll take 6,000, 6,500 and 7,000 with RCB now. 6,000, 7,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. On account of 1, on account of 2, on account of, alright, we have 7,500, 8,000 again going with 9,000 there, 9,500 here, 9,500 with Mahalakshmi Group for now, 10,000 and then I'll take 1,000 as the denominations because it's crossed 10,000, so currently with SRT Royals. Okay, 10,000. 10,000 with SRT Royals now. Yours was 10,000 and then it got extended. So currently you are with 11,000 with SRT Royals, Dr. Anil. Okay, we have 11,500 with Mahalakshmi. No, yeah, sorry, 12,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. Do we have any more bids for, okay, so 13,000 with RCB, 13,000 with RCB, Dr. Anil, all-rounder category, on account of 1, on account, okay, we have 14,000 now with Mahalakshmi Group, 14,000 on account of 1, on account of 2, alright, 15,000, RCB getting back in the picture, 15,000 with RCB for Dr. Anil, on account of 1, we have 16,000 going back to Mahalakshmi Groups again. Mahalakshmi Groups currently own Dr. Anil with a bid point of 16,000. Alright, it goes back to RCB again with 17,000 points now. 17,000 on account of 1. Alright, 18,000 Mahalakshmi Groups bids for 18,000 for Dr. Anil on account of 1, on account of 2. We have 19,000 again from RCB, 19,000 on account of 1, on account of 2. Alright, we have 20,000. Coming back to Mahavir groups. First, Dr. Ali, on account of 1. Okay, 21,000. 22,000. Can I take that up? Okay, 21,000 still with RCB now for Dr. Ali on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3 sold. Okay, we'll quickly move on to the next set of play. We have Mr. M.V. Uday Kishore, number is 20, category is all round. M.V. Uday Kishore. Okay, M.V. Uday Kishore, all rounder. Do we have any bits for M.V. Kishore? Sorry, M.V. Uday Kishore. Any bits? Any bits here? Okay, on count of 3, 2, 1, we'll mark this player as 20. Okay, MV Uday Kishore. We can start the bit again. Anyone up for the base price for this play? Or shall we mark this as unsold? Cool. We'll mark this as unsold. Cool. Yeah. We'll move on to the next set of play. Hemant Romala, 35 is the number. Any bid for Hemant Romala? Okay, we have a bid. We have 1,500 with RCB now. $500, 4,000 with RCB back. 4,000 on account of 1, on account of 2. Correct. 4,500 again with Gladiators now. 4,500 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account. Alright, 5,000 with RCB for Hemant on account of 1, on account of 2. Correct. We have 5,500 attack, counter attack from Gladiators. With 5,500 for Hemant Romala on account of 1, on account of 2. Alright, we have 6,000 with RCB again. RCB with 6,000 now with account of 1, on account of 2. Alright, we have 6,500, 7,000 for Hemant with RCB now. Do you want to counter attack? 7,000 with them because you two guys are playing. Okay, so I'll mark this as sold to RCB. Okay, 8,000 here. I will mark this, is what I said. 8,000 with the Gladiators. You guys want to go with, because you two teams. Okay, 8,500. I'll take that as a 8,500. You want to go proceed ahead? Okay, 8,500. Hemant goes to RCB. We'll look at the next play. Play number 29, Funny Buddha. 29? Yes. Okay, Funny Buddha Narasimha Adapaka, batsman is the category. Do we have any picks for this player? We have to take 4,000. Okay, any more bits? Cool. I guess everything is aligned, so it goes to SRT. take that? Shall I take that? Okay, so player Funny Buddha goes to SRT Royals for 1000 base points. Wait. Okay, next, Pawan Srinu, category is all-rounder, number 5, if you guys want to have a look. Any base price for Pawan? Any base price for Pawan? Okay, we have 1000 points with Mahalakshmi Group on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Okay, we have 1500 and 2000 with RCB. 2000 with RCB now on a count of 1, on a count of 2, correct, 25 from Gladiators on a count of 1, on a count of 2, correct, we have 3000 here now from Mahalakshmi Group, 3000 on a count of 1, on a count of 2, 35 Gladiators back, Gladiators 3500, currently they own Pawan Srinu on a count of 1, okay, we will move to 4000 now for Pawan, 4000 with Mahalakshmi Group now, 4000 on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold. 4000 sold to Mahalakshmi Group. We'll move on to the next player.
37.
Okay, Chiranjeevi, name is Chiranjeevi, category is batsman, number is 37.
37? Okay.
Okay, do we have any bid for this player? Okay, we have 1000 base points with Pawan now with our SRT Royals owner. Do we have any more bids for this player? Okay, just marking this as okay, 1500, 2000 here. Gladiators come back with 2000. 2000, any more bids for him? 2500 with SRT Royals. 2500, 3000 with Mahalakshmi Group. 3000 with Mahalakshmi Group on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Alright, 35 with SRT Royals back. 3500 with SRT Royals for this player on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3. I'll take that. 4000. He raised the paddle before I could tell sold. So 4000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 4000 on a count of 1, 4000 on a count of 2, 45 from SRT Royals, 45 on a count of 1 for Chiranjeevi on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold. Okay, we'll quickly move on to the next player because we have a lot of players to go with. Number is 17, player Santosh, all-rounder. 1000 as a base point I've taken with Power Stars on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold. 1000 points for Power Stars. Okay, we have next category as a batsman. Player name is M. Sampath Sandeep. The number is 44. If you guys can look at your own pages. 44. The category is batsman. Do we have any bids for this player? Do we have any bids for this player? Okay, we have a bid from Mahalakshmi Group. I'll take that as 1000 points on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Alright, we have 1500 from Gladiators on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Alright, we have 2000 from Mahalakshmi again. 2000 from Mahalakshmi Group on a count of 1. 2500 from Vinay from Gladiators for this player. 2500 on a count of, alright, we have 3000 from Mahalakshmi Group now. 3000 on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold. Sold for 3000 to Mahalakshmi Group. 22. Okay, we have next set of all-rounder. Number is 22. Name is Roop Manohar Gonthina. Okay, we have 1000 as a base price, and then I see that Power Star has raised their paddle for 1000. 1,000 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, sold. Yes. No, sold.
Sold to? We raised the party.
No.
Both of us raised. Okay. No, you already can we do it? You already sold the chips and that.
Okay, I request to all the owners, please be attentive because I know that there is a lag in the display.
You go slow.
Okay, I'll go slow. No.
Because when they bidded for someone else, you went slow. This time you went really fast. Take 5 seconds for science.
I'll take 5 seconds. Yeah, should do that. Good. We'll move on to the next place. We have 42 Yuvraj as a batsman. And then the base price would be 1,000. Any bids for Yuvraj? Any bids for Yuvraj? Okay. I'll wait for 5 seconds. Okay. 1,000 base point with gladiators now for Yuvraj. Do we have any more bids for Yuvraj? While we wait for others to close it up. Okay. All the owners, can I close this deal? Closing it, sold to gladiators for 1,000 base point.
Just wait for 5 seconds. 1, twice, 5 seconds.
Cool. Next we have Abdul Kalam. Number is 3, all-rounder. Do we have any bids for Abdul? 5,000. Okay, we have SRT Royal, 5,000. The bid starts for Abdul is 5,000. Do we have any more bids? 5,500 with RCB now. 5,500 on account of 1. On account of 2. Okay, we have 6,000. Cool. 6,500. Can you please raise the pad? Yeah. 6,500 with RCB now for Abdul. On account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, we have 7,000. 7,000 on account of 1. On account of 2. On account of 3. Sold.
Sold to?
Sold to SRT Royals for 7,000. Okay, we are moving to the next player, Aditya, all-rounder category, number 6. It is the serial number of the player. So, do we have any base price bidding for Aditya? Aditya, number 6, yeah. Okay, we have, I'll take 1,000 and then 1,500. 1,500 with SRT Royals. Do you want to raise? Okay, 1,000, 2,000. 2,000 with RCB now. You want to raise it? Okay, 2,500 here. Okay, 3,000 with Bhargav now with RCB. 3,000 with Bhargav with RCB now. 3,500 with SRT Royals. 3,500 with SRT Royals. Currently, it's with you, Pawan. You want to raise the bid, Bhargav? 3,500. Okay, 4,000 with RCB Aditya. 4,000 with them. Pawan, you want to raise anything? Yeah, 4,500. 5,000 there. 5,500. 6,000 there. 6,500 here. 6,500 for Aditya. It's with SRT Royals now. On the count of 1. Alright, we have 7,000. Mahalakshmi Group getting in the picture now. So with 7,000, Mahalakshmi Group, 7,500 there. 7,500. 7,500. You want to go Mahalakshmi Group? Yeah, 8,000 there. 8,500 with SRT Royals now. SRT Royals. Okay, 9,000 here. Mahalakshmi Groups. 9,500. 9,500 with SRT Royals now. For Aditya. On account of 1. On account of 2. On account of right. We'll take that 10,000. 10,000 Mahalakshmi Groups now. 10,000 with Mahalakshmi Group. With the count of 1. With a count of 2. Alright, we have 10,500 now. 10,500 with SRT Royals on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold. 10,500 Aditya sold to SRT Royals. We'll have the next set of players. Categories batsman Prabhu Kumar Trivedi.
Can we have a
This is the last player in this lot. So we'll take a quick 3 or 2 minutes of breather while we see the accounts and everything, right? The number is 30. Can we bid for this player, Prabhu Kumar Trivedi? The category is batsman. Any base price for that? Okay. Cool. So we will no more bids for this player. It's getting sold to SRD Royals for a base price of 1,000. Yeah, sold. SRD Royals, player number 30, sold 2,000.
1,000.
Yeah. Cool. We'll take a quick 2 or 3 minutes of break while we see whose finances are, how the finances would look like for each of the team. So if you look at the gladiators, they have fit 4 of their players. They are currently left with 77,000. Gladiators, you guys are left with 77,000. And then you are yet to fill another 11 players. Can we move on to the Mahalakshmi groups? Mahalakshmi groups, you are left with another 11 players as well. And your balance is 91,000 for now. We'll move on to SRD Royals. You guys are left with 74,000 points. While you have already filled 7, so you will be filling another 8 players. Cool. Royal Challengers Vizag, you guys are left with 40,000 points, while you have filled 7 players, and you guys have to opt for another 8 players to create your profile. We'll move on to the Power Stars. They are left with 83,500. You guys have already taken 7 players, and you guys have to take 8 players more. You guys can take another 7 players. Okay, are we ready for the next lot?
Yeah, bro. One suggestion. Before starting, when you enter, number will shift. You can take 2 minutes. Numbers.
If you guys want a break,
No. I call Asha. Want
Okay, this is sold to SRD. Last 70.
Okay, moving on to the next lot. The first player for the next lot. Are we ready? Pavanana.
Sorry, sir.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
RCB, Power Stars, are we ready? We'll start the next lot. Okay, for the next lot, we have the first player as G Manikanta, wicket-keeper batsman. Number is 7070.
70.
70.
G Manikanta.
G Manikanta, okay. 4,000 already. 4,000. 4,000 with you.
Number and
7070. 4,000 with SRD Royals now with G Manikanta. 4,500 with Gladiators. 4,500 with Gladiators. Okay, 5,000 from Power Stars. 5,500 with SRD Royals back. 6,000. 6,000 you want to raise? Yeah, 7,000 here. 7,000 like 7,500 there. Power Stars 7,500. Currently owning the G Manikanta. Do we have any more bids? Okay, 8,000 and 8,500. 9,000 there. 9,500. 10,000. 10,000 for Manikanta for now. 11,000 with SRD Royals. 12,000 with Power Stars. 12,000. 13,000 with Gladiators. 14,000 with Power Stars back. 14,000 for G Manikanta. 14,000 with Power Stars. Okay, 15,000 with SRD Royals. 16,000. 16,000. 16,000 with Power Stars. 17,000. 17,000. 18,000. 18,000 with Power Stars now. Sohan, you want to bid? SRD Royals, you want to bid? 18,000 with Power Stars now. 18. 18,000. 19,000 with Gladiators. 19. 20,000. 20,000. 20,000 with Power Stars now for the Manikanta. On a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold.
Sold to
Power Stars
for
20,000. Number is 34. The next player is Naidu. Number is 34, batsman. Do we have any base price bid for Naidu? 4. Okay, we have SRD Royals bidding it for 1,000 points for Naidu on a count of 1. On a count of 2. Okay, we have 1,500 with RCB for Pawan. Sorry, for Naidu. 1,500 with RCB. Do you want to bid? Okay, 2,000 here. RCB, you want to continue? Okay, 2,000. Management groups, you want to enter? No. 2,500 with RCB now. 2,500 with RCB for Naidu on a count of 1. Alright, 3,000. 3,000 here with SRD Royals. RCB, you want to go? Go ahead. Okay, 3,000 would be sold to SRD Royals. Naidu would be sold to SRD Royals. That's sold. Okay, we have next player, Avinash Varanasi. Number is 26. Number is 26, bowler. Okay, we have base price with Power Stars. Do we have any base price? Do we have any other bids for Avinash? 26. Okay, so 26, 1,500. You want to go? Yeah, 2,000 there, Power Star. 2,000. Okay, 2,500 with Maharashtra group now. 3,000 RCB enters the group. Wait here. 3,000 on account of 1. 3,000 on account of 2. Okay, Maharashtra group 3,500. Power Stars for RCB you want to bid. 3,500 now with Maharashtra group. 4,000 there. 4,000. 4,000 with Power Stars now. Maharashtra or RCB you guys want to bid. Okay, on account of 1, on account of 2, alright. Here comes 4,500 with Maharashtra group now for Avinash Varanasi. 5,000 there. 5,000 with Power Stars. Maharashtra group you want to go ahead. 5,000 currently. Okay, I'll go and mark this player as sold to Power Stars for 5,000. The next number is 51. The next number is 51. The name is Omnis Brinu. Category is all-rounder. Do we have any base price for this? Okay, 1,000 from Power Stars. Do we have more bid for this player? 1,500 from Gladiators. 2,000 from Power Stars. 2,500 from Maharashtra Group. 3,000 from Power Stars. 3,500 from Gladiators. 4,000 from SRD Royals. 4,500 from Power Stars. Power Stars owns 4,000 now. 5,000 with Gladiators. 5,500 with Power Stars back. 6,000 for SRD Royals. 6,500 with Power Stars. 7,000 with Maharashtra Group now. 7,500 with SRD Royals. 7,500 on account of 1. Okay, we have Mahalakshmi Group getting the bid for 8,000. Currently, you guys own the player, Omnis Brinu. 8,000 on account of 1 with Mahalakshmi Group. Okay, we have 8,500. 9,000 here. 9,500 there with Mahalakshmi Group back in the bid. 9,000 on account of 1. Okay, we have 10,000 with Power Stars now. 11,000 with SRD. Okay, we have 12,000 with Power Stars. So 13,000, 14,000, I'll take that. 14,000, 15,000 with Mahalakshmi and then 16 of yours. 17 with Power Stars again. 18 with Mahalakshmi Groups, 19 with Power Stars. 19,000, 20,000 with Mahalakshmi Group, 21 with Power Stars again, 21,000 with Power Stars for Omi Srinu, 22,000, 23,000 again Power Stars, 24,000, 25,000, 25,000 with Power Stars now for Omi Srinu. 25,000 on count of 1, okay, 26,000, 27,000, 27,000 for Omi Srinu with Power Stars on account of 1, on account of 2, alright, we have 27,000, 28,000 now, 28,000 for Omi Srinu with Power Stars, 29,000, 29,000 for Mahalakshmi Group. Power Stars, shall I mark this player as sold? Okay, we have 29,000 with Power Stars now. 29,000, 28 and then 30. Okay, 30. It was 28 and then they raised a bit, so it's 29,000 for them. 29,000 with Power Stars now. Give me one second. Yeah. Yes, so 30,000 with Mahalakshmi Group for Omi Srinu. Power Star, you guys want to raise a bit? We can wait for 30 seconds. Okay. So Omi Srinu, 30,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. We'll wait for another 10 seconds while we sold this play to Mahalakshmi Group. Okay, 31,000. 31,000 with Power Stars, 32,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups again, 33,000 with Power Stars, 33,000 for Omi Srinu with Power Stars, Mahalakshmi Groups if you guys want to, okay, 34,000 Omi Srinu sold to Mahalakshmi Group. 34. Yeah. Okay. Next we have number 15. Number 15, 1-5. Rahul Bodeti. Rahul Bodeti, all-rounder. We have a base price of 1,000 from Power Star. Anyone for Rahul for a base price? Okay, 1,500 with RCB now. 2,000 with Power Stars now. 2,500 with RCB now. 3,000. Babu, you want to bid? Okay, 3,500 now with RCB. Okay, 4,000 with Power Stars. 4,500 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 4,500. 5,000 with Power Stars. 5,000 with Power Stars on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, sold. For 5,000, 2 Power Stars.
5,000. Yes.
The next number is M Shiva, 25. The serial number is 25 for the player. 25 M Shiva, category is all-rounder. Any bids for this player? 25, 25. 25 is the number. 25. Do we have any bid for this player? Okay. I'll mark this player as, okay, 1,000 points. It is with Mahalakshmi Groups now. Any more bids for this player before we close this bid? Okay, on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, M Shiva sold to Mahalakshmi Group for 1,000 base points. 61. Okay, we have Shobhan Maxi. The number is 61. The player number is 61. Shobhan Maxi. We have a base price. Okay, I'll take 1,000 there and 1,500 with you. 1,500 with SRD Royal. Okay, 2,000, 2,500 there. 2,500 with RCB, 3,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 3,500, 4,000, 4,000 with SRD Royal, 4,500 with Mahalakshmi Group, 5,000 with RCB, 5,500 with Mahalakshmi now, 5,500 with Mahalakshmi, okay, 6,000 with Gladiators now, 6,500 with Royals, and Mahavir comes back with 7,000. 7,000 for Maxi, okay, 7,500, 10,000 with SRD Royals, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 20,000 for Maxi with Mahalakshmi Group, 20,000, 21,000, 22,000, 23,000, 24,000, 24,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. Okay, 25,000, 26,000, 26,000 now with Mahalakshmi Groups, 27,000 with 28,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups back, 27 for Maxi on account of 1, on account of, alright, we have 28,000 now with SRD Royals, 29,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups. Okay, I don't think we have more bids. Do we have more bids, sir? It's 29,000 with them. 30,000 with SRD Royals now. Mahalakshmi Group. If you want to bid. 31,000 with Gladiators now. 31,000 with Gladiators. 32,000 with Power Stars. 32,000 with Power Stars now for Showman Maxi. 32,000 on account of 1, on account of, okay, we have 33,000, 34,000, 34,000 with Power Stars for Shubhan Maxi, 34,000 with Power Stars, 35,000 with Gladiators, 36,000 with Power Stars, 36,000 on account of 1, 36,000 on account of 2, 37,000 here, 37,000 with Gladiators for Showroom Maxi, on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, okay, 38,000 now. 38,000 with SRD Royal for Showroom Maxi, on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, sold.
Which team? Sold
to SRD Royals for 38,000.
Teams points.
Okay, we'll quickly look at the points. Okay, so we have Gladiators left with 77,000 points. Okay, and then we'll move to Mahalakshmi Groups left with 56,000 points. SRD Royals 33,000 points. 33,000 is something which you can bid for. And then moving on to RCB, we have. Can we move on to RCB? What is all? Group check.
Next. Gladiator Mahalakshmi 56, SRD 33, RCB
Okay, RCB left with 40,000 points. Power Stars 53,500. Have we got on the finance pack owners? Do we know how much we owe, how much we left with? Okay, cool. 60.
Yes, sir. Points. Power Stars. Any place here? Any place. 10 points.
Okay, we have next set of players. Yet to Chiranjeevi. All rounder is the category. Do you have any base price for this player? Number is 60.
What's the number?
60. 60. If you want to fill your 15, you can utilize it. Okay, we have base point for this player from Mahalakshmi groups. Before we close this, any more bids for this player? 1000 as a base point. On a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold to Mahalakshmi groups.
Mahalakshmi groups for 1000.
Yes. Next we have K. Shivababu, number is 67. 67. Do we have any bid for this player? 1000. Okay. We have SRD Rockets, a bid of 1000 points. 6767. 6767 with the base point of 1000. Okay, 1500 is Mahavi group now. 1500 with, okay, 2000 with SRD Rockets. 2000 with SRD Rockets. 2500 and 3000 with Mahavi. 3000 with Mahavi groups now. Do we have, okay, 3500 and 4000. Okay, 4000 with him. 4000 with Gladiators now. Any more bids? For K. Shivababu, 4500 with Mahalakshmi group. 5 with SRT Royals now. Gladiators or Mahavi groups, you want to bid?
Date of birth
I don't think the age of the player is mentioned here. But it's good. Moving on, 5500 with Gladiators now. Do we have any more bids for this player? 5500 on a count of 1. On a count of 2. Okay, we have 6000 with Mahavi groups. 6000 on a count of 1. 6000 on a count of 2. 6500 with Gladiators here. 6500 on a count of 1 with Gladiators. 6500 on a count of 2. On a count of 3, it's getting sold. Okay, we have 7000 here. I took that 5 seconds on it. Okay, I'll take that 7500 with Gladiators on a count of 1. On a count of 2. On a count of 3, sold to Gladiators.
75.
Yeah. Forty-eight is the next number. 4848 Nidesh Rayavarpu. The category is batsman. Any bid for this player? Nidesh. 48. 48 is the number. Nidesh Rayavarpu. Okay. Before we count 3, 2, 1, I'll base. Okay, we have 3 bases now. So one I saw first from SRD, and then I could see Mahalakshmi as well, and Gladiators. You guys want to go with 1500? 2000. Pawan? Okay, 3000 there from Mahavi. Sorry, Mahalakshmi groups. 3000 from Mahalakshmi groups for now. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. Okay, 35 from here. From Gladiators. 3500. Okay, 4000 from there. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. 4500. 5000 here.
5000 for Gladiators.
5000, okay. 5000 for Gladiators. 5500 from Mahavi again. Mahalakshmi, sorry. Mahalakshmi groups. 5500 is the current bid for this player, Nidesh. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. On 6000. 6000 on a count of 1. On a count of 2. On a count of, okay, we have 6500. 6500 with Mahalakshmi group. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. You want to, on a count of 3. Sold.
Sold to?
Sold to Mahavir Mahalakshmi Group.
5,500.
Yes. 6,500. 6,500 to Mahalakshmi Group.
6,500.
Yeah, 6,500.
ఇది కాదు
Cool. So 5-4 is the number of the next player. 5-4. Chandrasekhar Bandupalli. All-rounder in the category. 5-4. Can you put 5-4 player profile?
6,500. Next player.
5-4. 54. Okay, we have Chandrasekhar Bandupalli. 1,000 is the base point, which is currently with SRT Royal. Do we have any more bids for this place? Okay, we'll mark this player as sold to SRT Royal for 1,000 base point. We'll look at the next player. E. Unni Krishnan, number is 39.
Base price to SRP.
39 is the number.
39.
Yeah. E. Unni Krishnan. All-rounder is the category. Do we have any bid for him? Okay, we have 1,000 points, which is at the base price with Mahalakshmi Group, and then we have Gladiator at 1,500. 1,500. We have 2,000 with RCB now. 2,000 with RCB now on account of 1. 2,500 with Gladiators on account of 1. On account of 2. On account of 3. Marking this. Okay.
Don't say marking this. I'm taking that 5 seconds.
Okay, so now 3,000 with RCB and 3,500 with Mahavir Group. Mahalakshmi Group. Okay, 4,000 with RCB now. 4,000 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3. Can I mark this as sold? Done, sold. 4,000 goes to RCB.
4,000. 71. Don't say marking this. Just say number 3, just say sold. 71. Don't say marking this. 71.
Mark 1. 3 కి వేయించిన 3 చెప్పి ముందుకు పే చేయడం ఈ తర్వాత సోల్డ్ మార్కింగ్ యూస్
We have this set of players. Number is 71. All the owners would like you guys to please keep the finance ready. Can we have the finance calculation ready?
Every 10 players keep it.
Okay, so we'll see the finance part. 69,500 Gladiators. You are still good to go with it. We'll move on to the next team. Okay, we have Gladiators with 695, and then Mahalakshmi Groups have 48,500, and then SRTR, which is 800. Yeah, SRT has 32,000 left with them. Can we move on to RCB, please? Okay, Royal Challengers Riders, we have 36,000 points. And then the last one, PWRS, Power Star, left with 53,500, Power Star. Full, we'll move back to the auction. So we have a player, Power is the category, Siddharth Kurmeru. Do we have any base price for Siddharth? Do we have any base price? Okay, we have base price from Gladiator for Siddharth, 1,000 points. Before I mark this, first sold this to Gladiators on amount of 1, 2, 3. We have 1,500 again from Mahalakshmi Group. 1,500 from Mahalakshmi Group for Siddharth on account of 1, 2,000 from Gladiators, 2,000 on account of 1, 2,500 there, 2,500 on account of 1, on account of 2. Alright, we have 3,000 here, 3,000 for Siddharth with Gladiators now on account of 1, On a count of 2, we have 3,500 from Mahalakshmi Group. 3,500 on a count of 1. On a count of 2, sorry, we have 4,000 from Gladiators here. Gladiators, 4,000 on a count of 1. On a count of 2, on a count of 3, sold to Gladiators. Siddharth.
అక్కడ కింద లోగో కింద వస్తుంది కదా 60,500 that is the maximum they can go for this player. Total point 65,000.
It is the max bid for the current This is the max bid for remaining points are the reserve points.
So for Gladiators, the right hand side which you see 65,000, that's the max bid which you can do. And the leftover is 65,500.
Yeah, the points you have is 65,500. The max bid they can go is 60,500. If I display anything, they can see the max bid and the point they have. Okay, remaining points you should
Alright, attention owners, we have the next set of players in the all-rounder category. Vipin Bansal, the number is 11. 11. Do we have any base price for this player? Okay, 1,000 points with RCB now for Vipin. 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Group. 2,000 from Power Stars, 2,500 from Gladiators, 2,500 on account of 1. Okay, 3,000 and 3,500 I'll take Power Stars. 3,500 with Power Stars now. 3,500 on account of 1. On account of 2. Okay. 4,500 I'll take with SRT Royals for Vipin now. 4, 5 on account of 1. Okay, 5,000 with Power Stars now. On account of 1. On account of 2. On account of, okay, 5,500 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. 6,000 with Power Stars now. 6,000 for Vipin on account of 1. On account of 2. On account of 3. Marking this as sold. Done. 6,000. Okay. Last player for this slot, Dr. Vamsi Krishna, number is 46. The serial number for this player is 46, Dr. Vamsi Krishna. The category is batsman. Any base price for this player? Any base price for this player? Okay, we have SRT Royal for 1,000 points for Dr. Vamsi Krishna. Any more bids before we mark this player as sold? On account of 1, on account of 2, on account of, alright, 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. On account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, marking is sold to Mahalakshmi Groups. 1,500. Dr. Vamsi Krishna.
Next.
Okay, we have next set of player all around in the category. 6363 is the number. Jaspal. Do we have any base price for this player? Okay. Before I mark this player as unsold, do we have, okay, 2,000 here. 1,500 I'll go. 2,000 again with Mahalakshmi Group. 2,500 with Gladiators. 2,500, 3,000 with Mahalakshmi Group. 3,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 3,500 with Gladiators. 4,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups. 4,500 with Gladiators. 5,000 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. On account of, okay, 5,500 here, 6,000 there. 6,000. You want to bid? 7,000 here. 7,500 with Mahalakshmi Group. 7,500. SportsTribe, 8,000 with Gladiators now, 8,500 with Mahalakshmi Group, 8,500 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, sold to Mahalakshmi Group for 8,500.
8,500. Next number.
52.
Okay. 52 CS Srikanth. The number is 5252. All rounder category. Do we have any base price bid for this player? Before we mark this player as unsold, do we have any base price for this? Okay. 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Group. Okay. What would say I take that? 1,500. For them? That means it will come to you as 2,000. You okay? Okay, 2,000 with RCB now. First we can Mahalakshmi, you want to go with more than that? Okay, we are closing this play. Okay, 2,500, 3,000 here. 3,000 with Gladiators. First we have Srikanth. RCB want to bid. 3,000 is the current bid now. 3,500 with RCB now. 3,500, 4,000 with Gladiators. Shall I take that? 5,000 with them. 5,500 with Vinay, with Gladiators now. 5,500. 5,500. 6,000 with RCB. 6,000 with RCB. On account of 1. 6,500 with Gladiators now. 6,500 on account of 1, on account of 2, alright, 7,000 with them again, 7,000 on account of 1, 7,000 on account of 2, 7,500 with Gladiators, 8,000 again going back to RCB, on account of 1 with RCB, on account of 2, alright, 8,000 here with Gladiators, 8,500 there, RCB, 8,500 with RCB. Yes. 8,500 on account of 1. 8,500 on account of 2. 8,500 on account of 3. Sold to RCB. CS Srikanth. Okay, we have next place Sumit Jawar. Number is 14. Sumit Jawar. 14, 1-4. Sumit Jawar. Okay, anyone wanted to go for base price for this player? 1-4-14. Before we mark this player as 1-4-14.
14.
Okay, we are marking this player as okay. Mahalakshmi Groups, you want to go with 1,000 points? Okay, so this player is sold to Mahalakshmi Group for 1,000 points. Okay, we have next player 57, Nanda Venkata Santosh Kumar, baller in the category. Anyone up for Nanda Venkata Santosh Kumar, 57, baller in the category? Before we mark this player as unsold, anyone want to go with, okay, 1,500 I'll take this with Gladiator. 2,000 with Mahalakshmi Group, 2,000 on account of 1, 2,000 on account of 2. Okay, we have 2,500, 3,000 back to Mahalakshmi Group. 3,000 for this play on account of 1, on account of 2, on account, okay, 3,000, 4,000 there. 4,000 on account of 1, 4,000 on account of 2, 4,000 on account of 3, sold to Mahalakshmi Group.
4,000.
Yes. Okay, next player we have is 73, name is Red Bullet, all-rounder is the category. 73, yes. Red Bullet is the name of the player. Base price we have from Power Stars at 1,000 points. Do we have any other bids for this player? 1,000, okay, 1,500 with Mahalakshmi, 2,000 from them, 2,000 from Power Stars for now on account of 1, 2,500 from Gladiators, 2,500 from Gladiators on account of 1, 3,500 from Mahalakshmi Group, 3,500 from Mahalakshmi Group for now, 4,500 again from Gladiators, 4,500 for display. 5,000 here. 5,500 there. 5,500 from Power Stars on account of 1. On account of 2. Okay, we have 6,000, 6,500, 7,000 with Power Stars now. 7,000 for Power Stars on account of 1. On account of 2. Okay, 7,500 and 8,000 with Gladiators. 8,500 with Power Stars again. 8,500 with Power Stars. 9,000 with 10,000. 9,500 with you. It's with you now. 9,500 for Red Bullet on account of 1. 10,000. 10,000 Gladiators. 11,000 with Power Stars. 11,000. 12,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 12,000 with Power Stars back. 12,000 on account of 1. 13,000. 14,000 with Power Stars. 14,000 on account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, 15,000, 16,000 with Power Stars back. On account of 1 with Power Stars for 16,000. On account of 2. On account of, alright, we have 17 and 18,000 goes back to Power Stars. Power Stars currently owns this play Red Bullet for 18,000 points. On account of 1. Alright, we have 19,000, 20,000 back to Power Stars. 20,000 on account of 1. 20,000 on account of 2, 20,000 on account of 3, sold to Power Stars, Red Bullet. 20,000.
74. 20,000 to Power Stars. Yes. 74.
Yes, we have next number as 74. Dr. Sandeep Kumar Kanugula. 74 is the number. Do we have any base price for this play? Dr. Sandeep Kumar, any base price for this play? Before we mark this play has been unsold. Last check, last call. Okay, marking this play as unsold. Okay.
Unsold. Number? 74. Unsold. 74. So, that's the number. 56.
Next we have MVP Ashok Kumar, category batsman. The number is 56. 56. 56. Do we have any base price for this batsman? Okay, we have base price from RCB for 1,000 points for MV Ashok Kumar. Before we close this deal, anyone else want to bid? Okay. This would go to RCB for 1,000 points, MVP Ashok Kumar. So,
1,000 points?
yes, to RCB. We have next Nikhil Kumar as a wicketkeeper batsman, number 4. 4 is the number.
My number 4.
Number 4.
Wicketkeeper batsman Nikhil Kumar. The number is 4. Any bids for him? Any bids for wicketkeeper batsman Nikhil Kumar? Okay, we have 1,000 base points, which is under Gladiators now. Okay, 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Groups now. Do we have any more bids for this wicketkeeper batsman? Before we mark this, okay, 2,000 here. 2,000 on account, okay, 2,500 with Mahalakshmi Group back. 2,500 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, 2,500, marking this as sold to Mahalakshmi Group at 2,500.
25 Mahalakshmi.
Okay, we have next player. 31 is the serial number. The batsman name is Abhi. 31 is the serial number. Do we have any bids? Okay, we have a base bid of 1,000 from the Power Stars. Do we have any more bids? 1,000 is the current base, which Power Stars owns. 1,500 with Gladiators. 1,500 with Gladiators now. On account of 1. 2,000 with Power Stars now. 2,000 with Power Stars on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3. Okay. Mahalakshmi groups come in the picture of 2,500. 2,500 with Mahalakshmi group. On a count of 1, on a count of 2. Vinay, can I take that? 3,000 with gladiators now. On a count of 1 with gladiators. On a count of 2. On a count of... Okay, 3,500 there. 3,500 with away. 3,500. 3,500 on a count of 1 with Mahalakshmi group. On a count of 2. On a count of 3. Correct. We have another 4,000 there. 4,000 power star.
Sorry.
You want to cancel your... Okay, so it's getting sold for 3,500 to Mahalakshmi group. Abhi. 3,500. Okay, can you look at the balance sheet? Guys, quickly looking at the balance sheet for each of the teams. We have 65,500 left with gladiators. And then Mahalakshmi group left with only 27,500.
14 they want.
SRD Royals, 32,500 is something which you guys are left with. RCB left with 26,500.
5 players.
And then Power Stars are left with 27,500. Can we move on to the next player?
Next player.
Power Stars, can we move on to the next player? Okay, next player is 3838 is the number. Pawan Kumar, Kalla Pawan Kumar. Category is all-rounder. Do we have any bid for Pawan Kumar? Do we have any bid for Pawan Kumar for base price? Can we have the photo, please? Yeah, Kalla Pawan Kumar. Before I mark this player as unsold, do anyone want to have this for a base price? Okay, 1,500 RCB. RCB with 1,500 on a count of 1, on a count of 2. When you want to contribute? No, okay. This player is sold to RCB for 1,500. RCB 1,500. Okay, next we have 58 is the serial number of the wicketkeeper batsman. Prolimeria Sanjoy is the name.
Number 58.
58 is the number, wicketkeeper batsman. Do anyone want to go with the base price? Okay, we have RCB with the base price of 1,000 points for this wicketkeeper batsman. Before I mark the player as sold, do we have any bids? Okay, 1,500 from gladiators, 1,500 from gladiators, 2,000 again with RCB now. 2,000 from RCB on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Okay, we have 2,500 from SRD Royals, 2,500 from SRD Royals, 3,000 from RCB, 3,000 from RCB, 3,500 from SRD Royals, 3,000, okay, 4,000 from RCB, 4,000 for RCB on a count of 1, on a count of 2. Okay, we have 4,500 there, 5,000 there for RCB. You want to go with counter weight? 5,500. here with RCB, SRT Royals. RCB want to counterfeit 6,000 there. You want to go ahead? 6,000 is the current bid for this wicketkeeper batsman. On the count of 1 with RCB. On the count of 2, okay, we have 6-5 here. 7,000 there with RCB. 7,000 with RCB. On the count of 1. On the count of 2. Alright, we have 7,500 here. 8,000 with RCB now. SRT Royals. 8,000 on the count of 1. 8,000 on the count of 2. 8,500 here. 9,000 from them, RCB. On the count of 1. 9,000 with RCB on the count of 1. On the count of 2. On the count of 3. Okay, they need some time. So RCB will wait. 9,000 is the current bid for this play.
With the stats.
Okay, so we are Abdul, you have any counter bids?
Count down. 15 seconds.
Okay, we have 9-5. Okay, 10 from RCB and it's being sold to RCB for 10,000. 10,000.
RCB sold. अरे सुमन తీసుకోరా
ఆర్సీబీ భార్గవ్
అన్న మీరు ఇక్కడ కూర్చోచ్చు కదా ఇక్కడ కూర్చోండి
Okay, we have next set of all-rounder. 19 is the 18 is the number. 18 Dinesh all-rounder. Do we have any bid for Dinesh? Okay, we have 1,000 points at the base price for RCB. Okay, 1,500 from Vinay Gladiators. 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 2,500 with SRT Royals now. 3,000, 3,500 with RCB. 3,500 with RCB now. Vinay, you want to hold? 4,000 with Vinay now. 4,000 with Vinay Gladiators. All the owners, can I have your attention? 4,000 for this player is now with Gladiators. Do anyone have counter bids? Okay, marking this as I'll go with RCB 4,500 now. 4,500 for this player. 5,000 with Gladiators. You want to do Mahalakshmi Group? Okay, 6,000 with Mahalakshmi Group now. 6,500 with RCB. 6,500 with RCB on account of 1. 7,000 here. 7,000 on account of 1. 7,500 there. On account of 1. On account of 2. 8,000, 8,500 from Mahalakshmi Group. It's with currently with Mahalakshmi Group 8,500. On account of 1. On account of 2. 9,000, 9,500 with RCB now. On account of 1. On account of 2. Alright, we have Gladiators coming in the picture of 10,000 for this player. 10,000 on account of 1. 10,000 with Gladiators on account of 2. 10,000 with Gladiators on account of 3. So
10,000
okay, the next set of players is all-rounder. Name is Vashwan. Number is 50. Can we have the player's profile, please? 50 is the number of the next player. Vashwan. Okay. Right hand, right arm spin. Do we have any base price for this player? Vashwan, do we have any base? Okay, we have a Gladiator. 1,500 here from SRT Royals. 1,500 points with SRT Royals now. On a count of 1, 2,000 with Gladiators, 2,500 with SRT Royals, 3,000 with Gladiators now, 3,000 with Gladiators now, on a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3, marking this sold to Gladiators for 3,000.
47.
Number?
47.
Okay, we have next player. Number is 47.
Bro, so balance is
Sorry.
52,500 Gladiators still have 27,500 is Mahalakshmi. SRT
Back. Mahalakshmi.
Rajesh, double picture.
One player, only one player. 14 1.
Mahalakshmi groups, you are left with only one player to buy, so you still have 27,500. SRT Royals, you guys have already got 10. You guys have to buy another 5 within 32,000. Royal Challenges by that, you guys have already owned 12. You guys have to go with another 3 players. The amount which you guys have is 15,000. Okay, next, moving on to Power Stars. You guys have owned 12 players. You guys have to get 3 players more. That's 27,500. Can we look at the Gladiators? Okay, so 52,500 is something which you guys still have, but you have to own 8 players. Okay, can we move on to the next player?
Yeah.
So Raya versus Anindra, 47 is the number. The player category is all-rounder, right hand, right arm, fast.
Name correct hai na?
Do we have any base price for this player? Okay, so we have a base price, 10,000 points. We have 1,500 from SRT Royal. SRT Royal, 1,500 points. Okay. 2,000. Shall I take that? 2,000 with Gladiators for this player on a count of 1. Okay, 2,500 with SRT Royal. 2,500 with SRT Royals on a count of 1. On a count of 2. 3,000 with Gladiators. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. 3,500 with SRT Royals. On a count of 1. On a count of 2. On a count, okay. 4,500 with the Gladiators. I'll take that. Sorry, you wanted to count. Okay, 4,500 from them. 4,500 with Gladiators now. For Raya for Indra, 5,000 with SRT back. 5,000 on a count of 1. On a count of 2. On a count of 3. Sold to SRT Royals.
Thank you.
5,000.
5,000. 5,000.
Yeah.
71 border on that.
Okay, we have next player, Umar Ravi, 75, all-rounder category. Umar Ravi, 75 is the, okay, we have a base price from Power Stars. Base price from Power Stars, 1,000 points. 1,500 from RCB. 1,500 from RCB. 2,000 from Power Stars. 2,000 from Power Stars. RCB, do you want to counter attack? Okay, 2,000 on account of 1. 2,000 on account of 2. 2,500 from SRT Royal. 3,000 from Power Stars. 3,000 from Power Stars on account of 1. 3,000 on account of 2. On account of 3, 3, 5. 4,000 from Power Stars now. On account of 1. On account of 2. On account of 3. Marking this sold to Power Stars.
4,000.
Yes.
2 Power Stars.
Yes.
27.
Okay, we have next player, Kranti Kumar, all-rounder. Number is 27. 27. Do we have any base price for this player, Kranti Kumar? Okay, Gladiators have set base price. Base price is, okay, 1,500 with RCB. 1,500 with RCB. 2,000 with Gladiators. 2,500 3,500 with Bhargav again, 3,000 with our Gladiators, 3,500 with RCB, 4,000 with Gladiators, 4,500 with RCB, 5,000 with Gladiators now, 5,500 with RCB, 5,500, 6,000 with 6,500 with them. It's with RCB now. 7,000 here, 7,500 there, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500 there, 8,000, 9,000 here, 9,500 there. Whether you want to contribute, 9,500, 10,000 here, 10,000 for Ramsey Kumar, 11,000 with RCB now, 11,000 on account of 1, 11,000 on account of 2, okay, 12,000 and 13,000 with SRT Royals now, 13,000 on account of 1, 13,000 on account of 2, okay, 14,000 with them, 15,000 with SRT Royals now, 50,000 for Ramsey Kumar on account of 1, 60,000 with them, Gladiators, you want to moderate that, 17,000 with them, 17,000, 18,000 with Gladiators now, 18,000 on account of 1, 18,000 on account of 2, 18,000, okay, 19,000 with SRT Royals now, 20,000 with Gladiators back, 21,000 with SRT Royals, 21,000 with them, with SRT Royals, Gladiators you want to get 22,000 here, 22,000 on account of 1, 23, 24,000, 24,000, 25,000 with Gladiators,
They can't go. Maximum 24.
They can't only Mahalakshmi can go, remaining no one can go.
okay, so we are locking this play for 25,000 with Gladiators,
Mahalakshmi can go if they are interested.
Mahalakshmi,
If they are interested, they can go.
okay, so it's sold for 25,000 to Gladiators. We have Ishan Adnani, 24 is the number, Ishan Adnani,
Done.
Pitani with 24. Do we have any base price for this player? Okay. Next set of players is 24. Ishan Pitani.
Any base?
Any base price? Any base price for Ishan? Okay. Before you mark this player as unsold, any base price? Okay, they are marking this player as unsold. Yeah.
41.
Okay, we have Fahim, number is 41. 41. We have a base price for Fahim at 1,000 for 4 stars. Do we have any other bets for Fahim? On account of 1. Okay, we have 3,000 with RCB, 3,500 there, 4,000, 4,500, 5,000, 5,500, 6,000, 6,000 with Power Stars now, 6,000 with Power Stars, RCB you want to pay, 6,000 with them, okay, SRT Royals, closing this deal, SRT Royals, 6,000 on account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, getting it sold to Power Stars, 6,000. Fine. Yeah. Next please, serial number is 66, Gadi Sri Srinivas. All-rounder is the category. Yeah, all-rounder is the category. Do we have any base price for this player? Do we have any base price for this player? Okay, before we mark this player as unsold, last check, all-rounder, Gadi Srinivas. Okay, marking this player as unsold.
Next player number 65.
The next player is Rakib Abdul. Number is 6565. 6565. We have a base
17,500. Last
You can.
Okay, shall I take that 17,500? Okay, Rakib Abdul is currently with Power Stars at 17,500. We will wait for 15 seconds for this player at 17,500.
So you run a timer.
Please run the timer. 17,500. Last 4 seconds. Last 3 seconds. 65.
65.
Mahalakshmi Group, can you confirm? 18,000 is the counter bid. 18,000 with SRD Royals. Okay, so it is getting sold for SRD Royals at 18,000. They are not participating. I checked with them already. Cool. 18,000 sold to SRD Royals.
Number?
Count should be and the balance. So balance sheet.
చూపిస్తాను ఇంకా 3 ప్లేయర్స్ అన్నారు
3 players తర్వాత మనకు ఓవర్ ప్లేయర్ 500
అయిపోయింది పర్లేదు.
Okay, moving on to the next player.
Players left over.
Left over
ప్లేయర్స్ చూపిస్తాను.
So we only have 3 players to bid. That's it.
4 4 5 5
Okay.
Number
is 10.
10 Avinash.
show the players here. You can start the bid for this one.
There are 5 players who are left for bid. These are the 5 players which you can see on the screen. Avinash, Vijay, Sunny, Girish and MF Sareem.
So usually don't show the
Yes. Okay. Can you yeah. So do we have any bid for Avinash? Okay, we have 1,000 as a base point from RCB. Do we have any counter bids before we close this play? On the count of 1, on the count of 2, on the count of 3, 4. To RCB for 1,000.
55.
We have a next place, 55 is the number, Girish. Yeah. Do you have any bid for Girish? Base price with Gladiators now. Before we close this place, we have 1,500 with Mahalakshmi Group. 2,000.
It's 10,000 there.
10,000. 11,500 here. 11,500 for Girish with Gladiators now. 11,500. 17,500 with Power Stars. 18,000 here with Gladiators. Any more bid for Girish for 18,000? On a count of 1, on a count of 2, on a count of 3. Sold. Sold to Gladiators. We have next player 64 is the number. Batsman, name is Vijay, 64. So we have 27,500 already with Mahalakshmi Group.
So no one can bid actually. They can. No one has the chance.
No one has a chance except of Mahalakshmi Group because they have already bid for 27,500. So it's getting sold to Mahalakshmi Group.
Mahalakshmi groups are done this.
Okay. Management groups, you are done with your team of only 15 players.
Basically, we don't show this. We show the reference place this way.
Yeah. No, no,
The next player.
the next player is MF Sharif. My number is 8. Next player is base. Okay. We have base price for Sharif at 1,000 points with SRD Royal. So 1,500 with RCB now. 1,500 with RCB. 2,500 with them. 2,500. 2,500 with RCB now. We want to multiply 3,000 here. 3,500 from there. 3,000 on account of 1. 3,000 on account of 2. Okay, 4,000 is 4,500 there. 4,500 on account of 1. On account of 2. 5,500 there. 5,500 with RCB now. So what about it?
How much you have points?
6,000 with them. 6,500 with them now.
Karga.
You have 9.5.
You guys can bid till 9,500.
I have
You can also participate.
Sorry.
Sharif, bats or bowler?
Same 9. Oh, 9.
He's a batsman.
Sharif was
But
Sharif sir kada? Sharif.
I know.
ఆయన కదా షరీఫ్ గారు తెలుసు కదా బ్రో బ్యాట్స్మెన్
you cannot go beyond 7,000.
Present it's with 6,500 with RCB.
You cannot see
మా ఎస్ఎస్ రాడు అసలు
I'll change.
7,000
Okay, 7,500. You can't bid more than 7,000. So it's with RCB now.
With 7?
Yeah, with
7.5 I think. They are with 7.
Yes, 7,500.
So 7.5 with us.
7,500 for this play with RCB now. On account of 1, on account of 2, on account of 3, closing the game. So,
RCB 62
last player in the auction, Sunny is the name, 62 is the serial number. Do we have any bid? Do we have any bid for Sunny?
బేస్ కి బేస్
They are also coming in the picture. So 1,500 is what they are requiring. You want to go to 2,000?
మీరు 13 కదా ఇందాక తీసుకున్నారు కదా
2,000. You want to go ahead of 2,000? 2,500. Okay, 2,500 to Gladiators. Sold.
So I will show the unsold players. So I'll show the unsold players. These are the unsold players. ఇలా చూపిస్తా జూమ్ చేసి
సరిగ్గా అన్సోల్ 9 ఉన్నారా టోటల్
సో ఈ 9 ప్లేయర్స్ ఉన్నారు మెంబర్స్
అదే ఎవరైనా ఓపెన్
These are the 9 unsold players which we have.
2 keepers are left.
అదే తీసుకోండి అందరూ
ఎవరైనా ఆప్షన్ కావాలంటే నెంబర్స్
నువ్వు పిలిచి ఒకటి పిలిచి నెంబర్ చెప్పి
43
అది పిలిచి 43 అన్సోల్డ్ 43 పెట్టు
43
ఎవరు
బ్యాలెన్స్ వైజ్
పిలిచేస్తారు
పిలిచి
చెప్పు 43 పేరు
బ్యాలెన్స్ షీట్ వైస్గా ఇచ్చేస్తే బెస్ట్ కదా.
ఏం చెప్పాలి
చాబీ దేనా ఫోన్ దేనా
ర్యాండమ్ చేసేస్తాను ఇప్పుడు.
random again they call it fuel. Yeah. 43
Gladiator want to go with base.
Gladiator. అందరినీ అడుగు నువ్వు అందరూ చెప్పాలి.
Anyone wanted to go with okay, so this will be sold to Gladiator. Yeah, sold to next.
66
గాడి శ్రీనివాస్
66 Gadi Srinivas.
వేసుకొని ఏ టీమ్ అయినా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. ప్లేయర్
Does anyone want to bid for 1,000?
బేస్ పాయింట్
Base point?
ఖచ్చితంగా వెళ్ళాలి ఎవరికి ఇక్కడ కూడా వేసి వచ్చి కావాలంటే
3 teams have to definitely take this like the players to fill their 15 actually.
ఎక్సెప్ట్ మహాలక్ష్మి.
Yes.
మహాలక్ష్మి is already counted there.
Yeah.
Numbers. Hey, SRT.
SRT Royals
చంద్రశేఖర్
Vikram Verma second keeper. Vikram Verma wicket keeper.
అవినాష్ చంద్రశేఖర్ వస్తారు.
Yes, any team wanted to have a wicket keeper. Okay, Vikram Verma wicket keeper. Base. Okay, base to Gladiator.
24 నిశాంత్
24 Dishan.
నెంబర్
24
Dishan. Okay. That's being sold to RCB Dishan for base point.
దిశ
RCB.
28 హేమంత్ మురళీకృష్ణ
28 Hemant Murli Krishna. 28 Hemant Murli Krishna. 28 Hemant Murli Krishna.
ఇందాక తీసాను చెప్పారు కదా. ఒక్క సెకండ్ తీసాన్ టు ఆర్సీబీయా.
Yes.
సో అదర్ ప్లేయర్ చంద్రశేఖర్
బేస్ ప్రైస్ టు ఎస్ఆర్టీ
బేస్ ప్రైస్ టు ఎస్ఆర్
ఆప్షన్ కే
Actually, we have Hemant Murli Krishna.
we can auction. ఇప్పుడు నెంబర్ ఒకసారి చెప్పు. 20
చంద్రశేఖర్ 32
One second now. Okay. Bro, we are taking the base price. Who? No.
సో చంద్రశేఖర్ కాదు ఇప్పుడు
So we are not bidding for Chandrasekhar. We are bidding for Hemant Murli Krishna.
Answer కదా మళ్ళీ.
అన్ఫోల్డ్ కాదు. వెయిట్ మురళీకృష్ణ ఇస్ నౌ విల్ గెట్ హిమ్ బ్యాక్ నెక్స్ట్. మురళీకృష్ణ యా ఇఫ్ ఎనీవన్ ఇస్ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ దే కెన్ పిక్ అప్ మురళీకృష్ణ.
ప్లేయర్
ఎనీ ప్లే గోయింగ్
వచ్చేసారు నీకైతే
పాయింట్స్ వాట్సాప్ చేసి ఇంకొక ప్లేయర్ యాడ్ చేయండి. ఇది ఎవరు లేరా
No one is bidding for him? Okay. మళ్ళీ థర్డ్ లిస్ట్ మాకు ఎవరు వస్తారు
Chandrasekhar.
32. Chandrasekhar.
These both want to start.
Base with better.
Base.
1000.
Base
1500.
They're also base. So base 1500 and 2000.
So they have 1500. Yeah.
2000 for gladiators.
They also have.
I have 5,000.
Yeah, we have.
Going with 2500 here.
మీకైనా 75
They have.
Yeah. You guys want to increase a bit?
75
You guys want to
make it fast guys.
75 వెళ్తున్నారా?
No, they
Change. Go for a bit. ఇదంతా ఇదే
2000 by just
25.
25. Okay. Okay. 3.
3 ఆ?
3 with that.
4.
4 5.
5 మీరు 15 ఇచ్చారా
5 6. 5 is already there.
So 4-5 వీళ్ళ దగ్గర ఉంది 4-5. All 4-5.
5 ఉంది మరి.
I have 5
లేదండి.
ఒక్కరే కొనాలి. చెక్ చేయండి అప్పుడు.
ఇద్దరు కొనాలి.
ఒక్కరే పోయి లెక్క
అలో చేయట్లేదు. You have 5,000.
చెక్ చేయండి. ఆ లిస్ట్ చెక్ చేయండి.
You have to buy 4-15 rupees.
అందుకే చదువుకోవాలి.
You have to play 2.
మీరు 5 for Power Stars. మీరెంత మీరు అనుకుంటారు 7
I guess
7-5.
this will go to Power Stars.
Yeah, Power Stars 7-5.
Power Stars, your deal is
Silent Power Stars.
74.
Santosh, right?
Yeah,
Silent.
only these two have to select.
74 Sandeep Kumar.
Sandeep, base.
Okay.
Base. అది తీసుకో ముందు అది తీసుకో నెక్స్ట్
20. MV Uday Kishore.
Number 20.
Yes. MV Uday Kishore.
ఉదయ్ కిషోర్
Base price.
లైవ్
Base.
Sold to SRT Royals.
కుమార్ సైలెంట్
SRT Royals.
ఎన్ని points కి? 12,000.
1000.
1,000 MVB Uday Kumar.
SRT Royals.
Pradeep.
Last player. Pradeep.
లాస్ట్
Last వెళ్ళిపోయింది. మళ్ళీ థర్డ్ రౌండ్.
అది అయిపోయాక
Last number 2.
అదే ఇప్పుడు ఎవరిది ఇది
Only they are
ప్రదీప్
Pradeep.
నెంబర్ 2 ప్రదీప్
Gladiators. Base price.
So ఇంకా మిగిలిపోతారు మీకే.
ఇద్దరే ఉన్నారు
Pradeep will go to them and Krishna will go.
ప్రదీప్ అది తీసుకో రవి
I guess
లైవ్
close.
చెప్తారా ఏమన్నా క్లోజింగ్
క్లోజింగ్ అయితే పర్వాలేదు ఇది అయిపోయాయి కదా మిగిలిన బాగుంది అదే డేట్స్